Hey, Garrett.
I'm sure you're eager to wade into 2016 politics. So I thought I would ask you this morning about some recent comments by noted border security expert Donald Trump. And sort of specifically his comments about building sort of a wall, a single continuous, large, hard to penetrate wall across the southern border. And this is sort of a two-part question insofar as I'm curious whether you think that we have enough border walls now, enough border fencing, enough border walls, and how, if you think that the answer is yes, how do you sort of square that with the shooting that we saw earlier this month in San Francisco by an illegal immigrant who has been deported multiple times from the United States and is sort of back here committing a crime allegedly in San Francisco?
Remember all the nice things I said about the article, but kind of take that back now. So two things I think are important. One, anyone that has visited, and I have made probably 24 trips to the border at every location. If you've seen one part of the border, you've seen one part of the border. So you could no more build a wall in the Rio Grande Valley with a river that is sometimes a trickle and sometimes is a quarter-mile wide. There is private property, there is all kinds of things. And as Secretary Napolitano used to say, build a 20-foot wall and I'll show you somebody with a 21-foot ladder. So we have walls and fences in place in different locations, and it helps to move people to areas where we have stronger controls. We have more people on the border now than we have ever had. We have more technology, and when I talk to my old colleagues who are the police chiefs in those border cities, they talk about crime rates that are incredibly low. So I think we're doing a very good job. Is it perfect? Second thing that I'd comment on, though, is the fact that Mr. Sanchez was apprehended, I think, at least 5 times. And when I added up the amount of time that he was alleged to have been in the United States versus the amount of time he spent in prison, it was out of 16 years, he spent about maybe 4 years in the United States, and the rest was in some type of confinement. So he was apprehended numerous times, and the sanctions, including a 42-month sanction, were pretty severe. People want to come to this country. They're going to work hard to come to this country. We're going to work very hard to make sure that people who attempt to enter the country illegally are apprehended.
What did you think of Donald Trump's comments?
You know, I just think that when anyone has looked at, if you try to come up with a simplistic answer to an incredibly complex problem, you know, the first rule is, you know, it's the wrong answer. Building a wall isn't something that could be accomplished along the border.
And